You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt. Let's talk about 5 warning signs on the CBS soap opera that Sally and Adam's most recent tryst that happened a couple of months ago might already have her pregnant. So they get intimate again this week on Young and Restless, but they might have already made another baby. Be sure to click subscribe if you haven't already. And now let's talk about what I noticed about Sally. 5 things, in fact, that could point to another pregnancy already underway. So if you've forgotten, it was mid-June 2023 when Sally Spectra lost the baby she was carrying that was fathered by Adam Newman, even though she was dating with Nick. It happened that time where she and Adam were basically saying goodbye horizontally, and that's when she got pregnant. But it was Adam who was with her when the whole labor and delivery happened, even though she was dating Nick at the time. Nick was not there for her, but it was understandable because he was off saving Sharon and Faith's lives from crazy Cameron Kirsten. So Sally did understand why Nick couldn't be there while she went through this horrible trauma of going into labor early. There was complications, and then the baby was stillborn or died right after birth because her little lungs weren't formed enough. But that was clearly the beginning of the end for Nick and Sally as a couple. He asked her in the hospital to move in with him, and she kind of sidestepped that. And then he started telling her he loved her, and she was sidestepping that. So once she and Nick were totally estranged, when Nick was like, I'm just going to give you the space to think about it, she didn't have to think too long because Sally slept with Adam just before Halloween of 2023. So it's been a little more than 2 months ago. So I wondered back at the time if they had made a rainbow baby that night. If you haven't heard the term, a rainbow baby is a child that is born after a pregnancy loss through like miscarriage, something like that. It's the promise of better things to come after a tragedy, and few things are more tragic than the loss of a baby or a child. And I asked the question back then whether they'd be pregnant again, but that was simply based on the fact that they had just hit the sheets and Sally's not been careful about birth control with Adam, apparently. But this time, that was sign 1. There are 4 more signs that Sally might be pregnant again with Adam Newman's baby. So first red flag, possible pregnancy. Adam and Sally got between the sheets again back in October, I believe. So they agreed they weren't ready to get right back into a full-blown romance, but they still got intimate, and now they are in a full-blown romance, but it's the early days. So here's the other 4 signs. All of these dropped on the Thursday, January 11th U.S. episode. One is the fact Sally is not drinking at dinner on her date with Adam, and he decides to not drink also because she's not. But generally, we've seen Sally enjoy wine, enjoy cocktails. So unless this is some New Year's resolution of hers, it seems pretty out of the blue that she's not drinking, and it could hint that Sally may know that she's pregnant. So the next red flag was that Sally wolfed down all her pasta at dinner and then went to work on Adam's dinner too. Is she eating for 2 already? If she got pregnant at the end of October when they slept together, she would still be in her first trimester, but appetites vary all throughout pregnancy. If you've been pregnant, you probably know that. The next sign is also food related. This is the 4th sign. Sally told Adam instead of ordering dessert at the jazz club, they could go up to her room at the GCAC and get some chocolate truffles out of her mini bar. But then when they were upstairs, she said she only has the more boring flavors left. So that means she had eaten all of the other ones, the ones she liked better. And that sounds like she's having maybe some cravings for chocolates and has been digging into the minibar candy to get her fix. So is she pregnant, avoiding alcohol, eating for 2, and indulging in sweet treats to satisfy pregnancy cravings? Maybe. But there's also one more red flag. So the fifth and final sign that she may be pregnant is Sally could not wait to get Adam upstairs and into her bed. This is the most enthusiastic we have seen her about sex with him in a long time, about anyone really in a while. And pregnancy hormones can make a woman very, very randy. And that could explain why she drags Adam upstairs. And she only paused for a moment when they saw Nick kind of walking in, and then she was like, didn't care, let's go upstairs. They raced upstairs, and she definitely wants her reunited ex to give her mattress a bounce test with her on it. So what do you think? After you see Thursday's episode, let me know in the comments if you noticed all these signs. Do you think Sally is already pregnant, and the no drinking and all the food hints and the impatience to get Adam naked in her bed add up to another pregnancy already? Maybe, just maybe. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and we appreciate it. And definitely come back soon. We are here talking Y&R 7 days a week. And as always, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.